What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my full MVP ballot. So we're going to be going from 5 up to 1, talking about who are my picks for the NBA MVP. This is a very controversial topic because there's been a lot of great players in the NBA this season. At first, it was definitely Steph Curry, and then we had DeMar DeRozan, and the Bulls kind of fell off. And then you had, Luka Doncic just playing crazy for a while, and then Trae Young started going crazy, and then we had Devin Booker just start going crazy as of right now, and then you got Giannis and Jokic doing their thing. At one point, Joel Embiid was just killing. So it's just like it's been a very action-packed season, and then not to mention Jason Tatum just being crazy and getting his team from the 11th seed to the 1 seed, as now they fall to 3, but they're only 1.5 games behind the number 1 seed at this point. So it's such a controversial topic, and I just want to give you guys my pick, and I want to actually get in depth into it. So before we get into it, I just want to say, man, make sure you watch this whole video through just so you can get my number 1 pick for the MVP, man. I don't want to waste any time, so let's go ahead and get straight to this video, man. Alright, so I want to start at number 5 and work our way up to the top. So number 5 is controversial, and me personally, it was between Devin Booker and Luka Doncic for this number 5 spot, and me personally, I would have to put Luka Doncic. Now, the reason I put Luka Doncic over Devin Booker is because recently Devin Booker has been playing good, right? But at the same time, Devin Booker just started playing good. And I know Devin Booker is the best player on the best team. But at the same time, Luka has been putting up 50-point back-to-back games for like a very long time. I've been doing videos on Luka for a minute now, bro. And I've been watching this dude. Luka was playing better than, Booker's playing for a while. And I know Booker and his team got 60 wins. But it's not like it's not like his team is not 48-30. Like, that's actually a decent enough record, considering the fact that Luka barely has any help besides now Spencer Dinwiddie coming to the team. Like generally speaking, Luka's been playing better for the longer time, and with Luka's stats looking at 28.3 points per game, 9.1 rebounds per game, 8.6 assists per game, 45.7% from the field, 35.3% from 3. Those are better all-around stats than Devin Booker, so I had to give it over Devin Booker, and that's just my opinion. I don't want to, say, take anything away from Booker, but it's like, oh, well, you put Booker maybe in 2017, yeah, maybe he would have got it. But this year, no, I don't think so. It's just such an action-packed season that it's going to be players that play really good that just don't get the love they deserve. DeMar DeRozan's not even on this list because his team kind of fell off a little bit. It sucks, but it's just what you got to go with. So at number 4, I have to go with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. 19-year-old Jason Tatum. This dude has been playing outstanding as of late. Now, the reason I put him over Devin Booker is because of, for one, the leadership. And I know Luka has insane leadership for the age he's at. But the leadership, getting your team from being, the talk of the league, your fans were literally bashing y'all. You go on, it would be a thing where people would go on, the Celtics Reddit and just see all the hate. Y'all were getting bashed, hated. You're able to get your team from 11 to 1 at one point. Now they're number 3, 1.5 games behind. It's like what this man has done and showed leadership. And when you talk about a most valuable player with the name meaning, oh yeah, Luka's probably having a better statistical season. He probably can score more 50-point games than Tatum. But that's not it. When we talk about most valuable player, I like to get in depth into the meaning of the most valuable player. And if you take Tatum off of his team versus taking Luka off of his team, Tatum's team would do a lot worse because Jason Tatum is that valuable to his team, and therefore putting up 27.1 points per game, 8.0 rebounds per game, 4.3 assists per game, 45.1% from the field, 35.2% from 3, while also having a 48-30 record. I think that stands for itself. He's at number 4. Now, number 3 through number 1 is very controversial because it's the 3 best bigs in the NBA currently. And at number 3, I had to go with Joel Embiid. Now, I know. Joel Embiid is that guy that was at one point the top, and then it was 2, then it was 3, and it's just been going back and forth. And there was like really no set for Embiid. You look at his stats, he's averaging 30 points per game, 11.5 rebounds per game, and 4.2 assists per game. But then that's where you got me. It's the rebounding. It's the scoring is fine, and it's the efficiency. 49% from the field and 36% from 3 as a superstar big man I don't think that's insane. I think that if you take away his free throws, that's also not insane. But that makes him better because he knows how to draw free throws and he's that good that people foul him. But it's like, well, Embiid is kind of in the middle of like being that fake stats type of guy. And you may be like, fake stats, what does fake stats mean? Well, it's like, oh, well, you putting up 30 points per game, but you're shooting at 49% from the field. You're shooting 10 free throws a game. So, like, you're scoring 20 points on below 50% field goal shooting, below 36% from three. It's like, well, I don't know if I could put that over a Giannis or Embiid, or Jokic, because it's like, well, you know, it's like Embiid is nice, he's very good, but at the same time, if you're gonna think about putting Embiid over Jokic and Giannis, it's like, well, they're shooting better from the field, their efficiency's better, they do more for their team, they get more assists. 4.2 assists from Embiid is not that good. So that's kind of the reasoning behind having him at 3, as you know, the top 3 is really where I want to get in depth because this means the most to me. That's what I have to do. That's where I have to put Embiid. And at number 2 and number 1, these are the big guns. You gotta bring them out. Oh, at number 2, I gotta go ahead and do it. Giannis Antetokounmpo is number 2 in the MVP race. The reasoning behind Giannis Antetokounmpo being number 2 and not number 1, and we'll get into who's number 1 in a minute, you know what I'm saying? The reason Giannis is number 2 is because, for one, every single one of his statistics are better than Embiid's, besides 3-point percentage. You look at Giannis being 30.1 points per game to Joel's 30 points per game. You look at 11.7 rebounds per game to Joel's 11.5. You look at 5.8 assists per game to Joel's 4.2. You look at 55% from the field to, you know, Joel's 49% from the field. 30% from 3, Joel 36% from 3. That's the only big difference. And then you look at the team record, Giannis 48 and 29, Joel 46 and 30. Like, it's literally the only right answer. It's every single statistic is better. Every single team record, everything is better for Giannis. It's like, it's just plain and simple. It's there. Giannis is number 2 for me. Now, getting us to number 1, y'all know who it is. It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy. Nikola Jokic. It's a simple thing. There's no way that you could give anybody else the MVP this season. Nikola Jokic has, god dang. What? Have you watched? Like, most people will try to argue with me about the Jokic thing because he's not fun to watch. But if you claim that Jokic has an old head game, become an old head. Because if that's the case, my friends tell me I'm an old head. I'm an old head. I'm an old head. Yeah, I'm an old head. Because it's no way that you're going to give it to anybody but Jokic. He's that good. Jokic is that good. Like, he literally does everything that you could ever ask for. 26.6 points per game, that's crazy. He could average 30 if he wanted to. But he's choosing not to. He's averaging 13.6 rebounds per game, more than any other big on this list, any other player on this list. Looking at 8 assists per game, that is crazy. I think that's actually ridiculous for a big man. He's basically a point center. He's actually the definition because he brings the ball up the court. He knows all of these plays while also being... I cannot go into depth on Jokic. Just go back to my old videos. I've done so many videos on Jokic. Looking at the fact that he's also shooting 58.1% from the field, 34.3% from 3, that could be better. But the 58%, it's outstanding. With the team that he has, while also being able to have 46 wins, currently is ridiculous. I think that, that's time with Embiid, and he has nowhere near what Embiid has. This is a no-brainer. Jokic is the MVP in a discussion. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. Make sure that like button, the subscribe button if you're new. That's gonna be it for the King Party, man. I'll see y'all, man. Peace out.